Hi guys, I guess we're live. This is Payal Sethi, the director of Grand Street Shaving Company and Leeches, both of which are currently playing on the Bandra Film Festival on YouTube. I'm here today with a close to my heart who is about to show himself in just a few seconds. There he is.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I think my connection is really bad, so I might get disconnected again.
Okay. Well,
Can you
we'll
see
figure
me
out
properly?
what to do. We'll figure out what to do. Yeah, I can see you. I think there's no light on your face, maybe. I don't know. We all want
This
to see
this
your face.
this is the max light I can get here.
Just one sec. I'm going to.
Namrata, is there enough
Okay.
light on
We
my
will.
face or not?
I'm sitting in front of a monitor, so I'm lighting myself with the
Yeah,
monitor.
I should have done that.
Yeah. Trying to use whatever little tricks I know. So, how are
When
you?
is yeah, it's fine. I'm good, yeah. How are you?
Yes. I'm good. Where are you now? Bombay or New York?
Bombay. I'm
Okay, so you're.
surviving in Bombay during lockdown.
So somebody has said, increase the brightness of your phone, sir. You could try that and see if it works.
Yes. So, मुझे
Phone ka, that screen brightness.
did that work?
Mm, no. Or put some, I don't know if you can put something with the light in front of you. It's fine, we can see you.
This
They just
better?
want to see
This
more
better?
of you. Yeah.
How's this? I'll sit on the window.
Nice house, by the way. Have I been to this house? I don't think so.
No, you haven't. This is a brand new
Ah.
apartment that I bought. I'm just kidding. I'm
Oh,
crashing
yeah,
at a
okay. I
friend's
never went. I
place.
didn't get that one. You're staying at a friend's place. But I think you had
I had a very nice
bought an
apartment.
apartment.
Yeah, which I had to let go because of the lockdown. I was stuck in New York.
Yes, a lot of people are facing this issue. So, you're not on shoot right now for Arya, even though Arya is shooting.
No, so I was supposed to be on the shoot, but because of COVID, we are like the way we are shooting is bubble shoot. So we have to go quarantine. So my
Ah,
shoot starts next week. So I'll have to get into the bubble. There's a 3-day quarantine for that, and then we start shooting. Safe environment, you know.
yes, yes. I hope it is very safe because everybody wants more content, clearly, like
Yeah.
I do. I'm always waiting to see what's new on Netflix, Prime, Hotstar, etc. And I guess the only way is if you guys keep shooting.
Yeah, but it's getting difficult because with the lockdown, Saturday, Sunday, it's like completely you can't shoot. And, safety is also a concern because a lot of people are catching COVID in the industry. So
Hmm.
it's like a lot of tests have to be done, and people have to be really careful of not meeting and isolating completely.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's good. It's good that they've figured out a way. That's the important thing. And then, I mean, I guess we just have to see how it all works out.
I
But
know.
I know everybody's waiting for Arya 2 because the first season was just mind blowing.
Thank you.
And you are amazing in
Thank you.
it.
It all
And
started from
I,
Grand Street Shaving Company,
yes,
which you
yes.
directed,
Well, technically, you had done a film before because I remember I watched it. It was like a small student short or
which had
like a
no
sweet
dialogues,
little.
right?
You were sitting on a bench. I
I
remember this
know.
very clearly.
You know that it's a very interesting story. I got that movie through like some online audition I did, and they didn't ask me for audition, so I thought this is very easy to pursue. So I went there for the shoot, and I realized that there is no dialogue only, and I had no idea that movies are made silent also. So I was disappointed throughout the shoot that there is not even a single dialogue.
Which is why I think we sat together and we wrote lots of extra dialogues for you because
Yeah, I think Grand Street was mostly improvisation, like especially it was written in English,
yeah,
and I turned
it
it
was
to
written in
Hindi.
English. And I remember, so we met in New York first. We first met in New York. I have since moved back to India in
Yeah.
Bangalore. And you want to talk about that audition and what that was
No,
like?
first you
And
should tell your story, how you came up with Grand Street Shaving Company.
So I used to be part of a writing group, and this was for one of those, writing exercises they give you. And I wrote the story because my mother was staying with me at the time, and I had this tiny little one-room attic. You can't even call it an apartment, an attic room in this beautiful Brooklyn brownstone. And my mom and I are very used to, staying together. We have very similar tastes and everything. And then my dad used to call and be like, I'm also coming. You're having so much fun. I'm also coming. And I'm thinking, oh my God, where is he going to sleep? There was literally like just a futon and a bathroom. That's it, right? So, and then I felt guilty feeling that way because this is my dad and, like he's done so much for me and stuff. So this feeling of a daughter and a father trying to reconnect when the mother is not there, which is the story of the film. That's kind of where the film came from. And then your character was always this sort of he was. I didn't want the film to get like too serious about memory and death and grief, which are all there.
I was a fun part of the film.
Yeah, to basically help him enjoy himself again in New York. And then when I wrote it, I think everything was in English. And I remember you showed up for the audition and we made you wait a long time, I think, because I looked at you and I was like,
I was a very new actor, so I had all these things in my mind that you had called me at 9 a.m. in the morning, and when I reached there was nobody there. So my thought process was कि मुझे सबसे पहले बुलाया, इसका मतलब है मेरे में interested ही नहीं है. They're not interested in me. They've called me and they're not there, so they're not serious about me. So
Trust me, no, that was not.
So then I went in the audition, and the lines were all in English. So I did my first take, and I saw there was Shruti Ganguly there, you were there were 3-4 other people, and I saw it was just cold. There was no reaction. It was like, thank you. I almost got up, and then I said, can I do it in Hindi?
Yes.
And he said, yeah, you can try it. And then Hindi just changed it completely, because then that's how the Sarji came.
Yes, that's how Sarji was introduced and stayed in the script.
Yeah.
And I remember like after that, every audition I had, I remember, and you were the first, like you said. So after that, every audition I had, I'm thinking, but he's not Ankur. He's not Ankur.
That's the effect.
So then that was what helped me make up my mind, honestly, to have seen you first, and then everybody else sort of paled in comparison.
Yeah,
really.
So that day I realized that it has to be the first.
Yeah. So that was fun, and then we rewrote all the lines together. I remember we sat down, we rewrote everything in Hindi in a way that you felt comfortable delivering.
Yeah.
And that is something I forgot this. But in Leeches, when I made Leeches, because a lot of my actors were non-actors and they weren't very comfortable with the dialogues written by a dialogue writer, like a proper Hindi film dialogue writer, it felt too theatrical for them, right? Not natural. Yeah. So I did the same thing with them. I was able to sort of improvise and use that improvisation. And I don't know if you do that a lot in general with...
No, so I have seen the techniques of different filmmakers, right? So for example, Arya, it's the first project in India which is shot 360 degrees, right? And the way they approach the lines also is like that. They're not strictly hell-bent on following the dialogues that are written. It's mainly following the milestones of the scene, milestones of the script, milestones of the story.
Right.
Everything that you see mostly is improvisations. Like, in season 1, I had this big-ass scene with Chandrachud Singh where I'm kind of like on him, blaming him for everything and like tearing him apart in terms of emotions. And if I had to follow the lines properly, it will be a very, it doesn't come out naturally. And so throughout Arya, that's the beauty of it. It was shot the same way. We were following our own natural instincts of reaction, and we had to arrive to our milestone. We have to capture the milestone, and we have to arrive to the final conclusion of the scene. We have to serve the story. And that's the beauty of it. And that's where people connect, I think.
And this is, the entire cast does that.
Everybody.
This is sort of, everybody's comfortable doing this. That's amazing. That's incredible. I'm really happy to hear that.
No, but I think it's a very beautiful process because like for example, it's not written in the scene that I have to say something and I say something. Your instinct should, the natural instinct should come, and that once or twice it's difficult to follow that pattern. But
Yeah.
once you're there, you
Yeah.
realize that it's much more easier than learning lines and like sticking to those lines,
Mm.
rather
Mm.
sticking to the milestone of the scene.
Got
Yes,
it.
Namrata, we
Got it.
have to improvise an emotional scene. The way I do emotional scene is I sit quiet. That's where the emotions are.
And director Swati says that
Thank you,
comes
Swati.
across and Arya dialogues look very organic.
Yes,
That's
they are,
great.
and that's why it looks so natural. Everybody you see on in Arya, they're just I mean, they're not sticking to the lines written on the script. They're actually saying what they're feeling at that particular moment. That's the beauty of it. Thank you, Dr.
So, and now,
Manusol Garg. Thank you, Mr. Garg.
and
Yeah,
Namrata is asking whether you are a director's actor. From my point of view, 100%. I mean, you were a dream to work with. You even went and did your own costume shopping because you got so
yeah,
into the character.
I know.
Like you really wanted to make this character yours, you know. So
I think वो था मेरे
I
में
made
थोड़ा
a,
सा पहले से. It was just hiding somewhere because I bought that bubble jacket.
yes,
Then you gave
we
me
went
that
on a,
mala. Yeah,
we went on a shopping trip to really like the cheapest department store we
I
could
know.
find in downtown Brooklyn, and basically, you know, outfitted this character with stuff that felt like, okay, this is what he would buy if he, you
Yeah.
know. So you were already getting into the character before you arrived on set.
But that has been always my process since then, and I think that was naturally there with me. That everything I've done post that, except my first film, like I did Sarabjit, I literally for a month I had a small part in Sarabjit. It was not like I was one of the primary cast, but it was not some major part. But still, I decided I would grow my own beard and feel like a Sardar, right? So it was a month and a half remaining for the shoot, and I kept putting oil in my beard. My beard was huge. I used to go to the Gurdwara, tie my own pug and all, so that to get the feel. And then I had to gain like 10, 12 kgs. So I used to eat gulab jamuns every night, 10 or 12, and I gained that weight. So I can look 55 in a certain scene. But you know, certain time it gets unnoticed because you're very new and you're not playing that important part in the film, in the whole of it. But as an actor, I think it developed me. In Hasina, I did the same thing for playing Ibrahim Parker. And so the same thing happened in Arya as well, where I mean, a lot more people were involved with me because it was an important character. But then again, we developed it through that. So I was there for part like from this day one to like create the character. Yeah, diet,
Right.
Namrata, diet was surely like a Sardar.
So I want to quickly say that we're dedicating this session, Ankur and I are dedicating this session to his co-star, his late co-star, the wonderful, like ridiculously handsome, super talented late Mr. Krishan Mehta, who is unfortunately no longer with us.
Yeah.
I remember also, you know, casting him. I think with him it was obviously because he's a very senior actor from, you know, yesteryear Bollywood, from the Nasir Hussain films, Pyar Ka Mausam, Karma. You'll see him this like dashing. You've never seen a villain so dashing, right? And people, I think the Americans on set referred to him as the Indian Christopher Plummer. That's how he looked to them. And I sat with him also. I remember it was not really an audition, it was a meeting, because I think when I saw his face, he was it for me. But I wanted to spend some time with him. And I just want to say, I remember, you know, he was, even being such a senior actor, he could have just said, you know what, I'm just going to show up on set and we'll shoot. I've got this. But he wanted to work through the lines. He, in fact, taught me a lot about directing, because he started asking me, why did you write this? What do
Yeah.
you mean to say here? You know, things that sometimes you've already thought of it, but you maybe haven't thought about other things. And it's always great to go into a shoot for you to know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. You know, and that can
Sure.
change.
Yeah.
Not to say that can't change, but it has to be something you know as a director, so that you can then, you know, guide everybody else, your actors, crew, everybody, as long as you have a clear sort of rudder. And he gave me that. And the other thing he gave me, and then I'd like to ask you, what your experience was with him.
Yeah.
But the other thing I remember very clearly is he told me that, he had sort of burnt some bridges in the industry before he came to New York to live. He followed his wife there. And he told me, don't make the mistake I did. Always be diplomatic. Always sort of leave the room with love in it. And I thought that was such a lovely lesson for a first-time director. So I just want to say we miss you, and you're amazing in the film, and wish you were here with us. So.
Yeah, to me, whatever he told me, I couldn't understand because I was so naive as an actor at that point. He had told me this one thing, that when you learn the lines, you and you speak him for yourself, don't speak it loudly. Just hiss, right? And say it in like very low volume. He didn't use the word flat, which now, cut to so many years, when I coach with people, people say, okay, let's read it flat. And he taught me in my first film that you read flat, you'll know where the beats are. But I just couldn't get it, and now I realized that he was telling me to read it flat. So these are smaller things that I used to talk to him around the set, and he has shared the same experience about burning the bridges and all. I have burned bridges too. I think we all learn from our own experiences. Yeah. But he was a lovely, lovely guy. I miss him.
Yes. Yes, it would have been nice to have had a reunion with him.
Yeah, thank you.
But I think he's watching us, and he's asking all of you to go watch Grand Street Shaving Company, which is streaming right now on youtube.com/Bandra Film Festival.
At the awesome Bandra Film Festival.
The awesome Bandra Film Festival is correct. So, yeah, it was fun working with Krishan Mehta, and, it's, I think we are as good as our co-stars, we are as good as our collaborators.
Yeah.
So it's important to recognize that. And even when you have, I think even when you have collaborators who challenge you, you feel like it's not a good relationship, I think that challenge brings out things that you later on watch the film and realize, you know what, it wasn't the most pleasant of experiences with that person, but look what's come of it, right? Do you feel that way as well? Or is this sort of...
Yeah, I mean, same feeling. I'm short of words for him. I just came to know that he is no more today, so I don't know how to fathom that thought. All this while I kept thinking, I'll call him, and whenever I tried, he didn't pick up, and then I realized like he's no more. But these very rarely you get co-stars like him, where like he didn't have he was not fighting for achieving anything with his acting. He was just merely doing this part because he was enjoying what he does. And usually all my co-stars are younger, and they all have their own dreams and goals and all. So everybody's kind of they're in their own zone. They have to make the scene themselves, and like they have to look good, this and that. I think he's the only person that I've worked with who had no qualms about anything. He was like, yeah, you say the line, you do this thing. How about this? How about that?
Yeah. He was
Hi,
one
everybody.
of
Please, thank you so much for all your Arya messages. I'm reading it, yeah. But we are talking for Grand Street Shaving Company.
People are crazy about Arya. People are crazy about Arya. Yeah, he was, some Bandra Film Festival said he must be having such wonderful experiences from the golden 60s and 70s. Yeah, it's almost like sort of, getting to plug into the past. And you felt that way, I think, when he was with you. I also just want to shout out to the rest of the cast and crew.
Mr. Chhabra is here.
Mr. Chhabra, hello. One of our favorite people.
Yeah. I'll tell you something interesting about Mr. Chhabra. He's the first person that I met and asked him that I want to be an actor. What should I do? And he very gladly.
And what did he say?
He met me at Starbucks and he guided me for half an hour. He made me meet some of the people also during the festivals. He was always so kind. I was always against buying the ticket because I felt like I'm not the audience. I'm the actor. And even though my films were not being screened, it was kiddish, but I used to ask him, I want to walk the red carpet, and he would allow me to.
He loves that story, he says. I love the story too. Yes, there's a lot of people in New York, friends, and whom we miss. And I think some people are here, some people are still there. You, of course, are always shuttling between New York and Bombay,
Yeah, that's how
which
my life has
always,
spanned.
yeah, it feels that's a real commitment, man. I mean, you're here working, and then you're there as a dad, and also like auditioning for pilots and whatever's in the
Yeah,
American pipelines.
yeah, it
Anything?
has been a
What?
journey.
Yeah, yeah. And what's going on there? Anything interesting coming up, or anything that you're looking
Yeah,
forward to?
I finish Arya, then then I'm working on a film which is on a bank robbery in New Jersey. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do Crackdown season 2. Then I have a movie in the pipeline that I have to do in the end year. So this year it seems like it will be busy depending upon how the lockdown is going. Now, thanks to
Yeah,
Arya, some interesting projects have come in the way. So I'm happy in the zone I am in. I'm finally getting to do what I want to do, and experiment.
yeah.
Share any goof
And
ups on Grant
on
Street.
Grant Street, behind the scenes goof ups. It was quite a lovely shoot, I have to say. I mean, I thought all shoots were going to be like that, but that has not been true. Um, I just think we had a very good energy on set, right, Ankur, with all the other crew
Yeah, but
members.
I'll tell you a very interesting story from Grand Street, which I remember. We were shooting in Chinatown,
Please do.
and I was supposed to take this bag full of some stuff and deliver it to the store. That was the scene. And we didn't have permission, I think, for the store, and it was all an Asian store. And I just randomly go in the store and start talking to an Asian woman who doesn't understand English. And she's thinking, what am I doing? And the camera is just gorilla style outside capturing this thing. And then I came and the shot was not done okay. The second time I went there, there were three or four guys coming to beat me up. So I ran away the street and they captured everything.
I'm sure we have that. I have to go and access some hard drive to find
You
that,
should.
but that would be fun to see and find and put out there, no,
नहीं
as a
tantrums by अंकुर
blooper.
नम्रति जी मैं tantrum नहीं throw करता कभी भी.
Nabita is such a troublemaker.
Yeah.
He didn't throw any tantrums. He did, like I said, he shopped for his own
Yeah,
costumes.
I shopped for my own
He
costume.
was,
I ate my own food. I went to the shoot and I stayed
yeah.
there 4 hours extra. In fact, I paid the director also to cast me. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you did it. I didn't pay you. I don't think
I
it was
know.
a paid. It was a non-union,
I didn't. It.
very low.
I didn't get paid for years, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, but you did. You know what you did? Like, so I don't know if many of you know this, but Ankur is like an extremely qualified actuary, right? That's your
Yes.
original
Yeah.
profession, which is one of the
Yes.
hardest exams to crack. So he has like
Yeah.
a lot of brains up
Which I
there that,
cracked them all and then started working towards
and then
acting, which
left
I
it
had no
because that's
idea
that's
how
what,
to do.
yeah.
But I was honestly very
But
passionate about acting. I always wanted to be an actor. It just never happened. And then suddenly one fine day I realized because of circumstances that I want to try it. And as soon as I started trying things, slowly were moving, very slow. But I, nobody knew the graph that I was having in my head and how I wanted to go about it. But I had a very clear picture right from day one that something is there because I really believe in good omens and bad omens, and I've read books about it. And I feel like if you really want something, and that's true what Mr. Shah Rukh Khan had said in a movie, then the nature really helps you to get it, and things start
right,
happening. And now when I look back, certain things which didn't work out for me, I and they had made me upset at that point of time. I feel like they were the right thing. I'm glad they didn't happen. I'm glad that my first film might not have been that successful because there was a journey as an actor. I had to learn the nuances of acting, the techniques. There's so much. It's constantly you're
changing,
learning and
evolving.
changing, and I'm still learning. With Arya,
Mm.
I have changed. With Crackdown, I have changed. Every part brings something new to you, and as an actor, you
Yeah.
kind of become more sharp. So it's a process. It shouldn't happen too soon, also, because that also puts you in a very risky position.
Mm, mm. Yeah,
Yes, Swati,
very
The
true.
Alchemist.
So,
I'm a very true believer of Alchemist.
Alchemist. So the reason I brought up the actuary bit was actually because you helped us. You found us the person we rented the camera from. We had a
Yes.
really, we had
I've
always, it was
always
the
been a
best
jugadu
one.
throughout my life. I'm the most jugadu guy you have
Absolutely.
ever met. I can assure you that.
So he got us this guy to rent a camera from, so, and that was huge because my DP, who also shot my second film, Leeches, James Dimitri, who is just wonderful, especially on a handheld camera, I think.
Yeah, and it was tough to get
He
the
was
camera from
so,
him because he was a DOP itself and you were not hiring him.
oh, the person who
Yeah,
rented us the camera. I know.
yeah.
But I still would, I think I would make James shoot all of my films if I
I
could.
know he's awesome.
He's amazing, and we just have a really good. I feel like he knows what I need without my having to get into it. And on set, that's an incredible asset to have. But he was so excited about the camera, and I've always told you that you should produce because I think you have a producer's brain, and that to me was an indication of someone who thinks like a producer, right? So once you have the acting stuff in your pocket,
Yeah,
maybe you can start producing my films first,
I'll
since
produce your film. I assure you that.
I've been asking you this for ages. It's not like you've said no to me. It's just that I haven't given you anything yet
I
that
know, yeah.
we feel like
So
it's the
Payal,
right
to be,
project for us. But it'll happen, guys. It'll
yeah,
happen.
it's the ball is in your court.
Yes, it is. That's true.
He's so
So
down to earth. I
any
am very down to earth. Thank you, Shilpa.
he is.
Can
He
we
is. He's
just
the one
see
person
the
I
questions because we so many people have
yes.
written. Director Swati, so true. Independent. Yes, true.
You are born to be an
Hi,
actor.
Ekavali. She's a sweetheart. She was in Bombay Begums right now. She did a fab job.
Oh
Ravi,
wow. Okay.
hi. Meenal, hi. Everybody, hi. Yes.
Hello to everybody. Uh, Something about Pooja
So,
Kohli I saw. Our producer on the film, Pooja Kohli, who again did the biggest Jugadu. Yes, Pooja Kohli is hands down the biggest Jugadu. If people don't already know this, I feel like the whole world should know this by now.
yeah.
And she does it with so much love and so much heart that I don't think anyone ever, has left feeling offended, or it's just you realize it's for the best of the project. And on this film, she was doing everything because we obviously didn't have it was a small indie film. Where have you gone? Acha, you're doing
I'm
like
here.
little,
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm looking
yeah,
like
trying to
dark
find
and
some
dark.
light.
Yeah. We keep
Yeah,
doing that
because
on
there's
the
no
sets
light
of
falling
Arya.
on your face.
I'm the
Maybe we
last
should
one
have done
to
this when
figure
you were
out.
on set, and then you
Yeah.
could have had like a proper lighting setup and, look like you were on some professional talk
Yeah.
show.
I never get a good light. Yeah. Yeah, now it's good. Lighty lighter. Hi,
So
Ashu.
yes,
Or Toshi.
we have Pooja to thank for a lot of things. So I just want to say that and acknowledge that. What else? Any questions, guys? Let's get some questions going.
Hi, Ravi.
If anybody had anything specific you want to ask. There's Tanuj Chopra. Hi, Tanuj.
There's
Lots of love to you.
Raju as
Hello,
well. Hi, Raju
Raj
Sethi ji.
Sethi. Hey, so good to see you. So nice to see
Thanks, Manu.
old friends here.
I know.
Somebody wants to marry you. He's already taken.
I don't
Um,
say that, man. I'll lose a follower also.
well, what? You lose followers because you're married?
No, no, I'm just kidding.
Well, you could be a practicing polygamist. How do we know?
Yeah. ठीक है. I think it's a
So
good
there's
time
always
to.
hope.
It's a good time.
Can
So,
you
Payal.
share some dialogues? Feel like doing
Dialogue.
that? Somebody, Dr. Manu. Yes, Tanuj, we said this before, we will make a film together at some point. It'll hopefully be a feature because I think we've all done enough shots, although I'm always happy to direct a shot anytime. But yeah, fingers crossed soon.
Payal, we should do something together soon.
Absolutely. I know, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. And,
Yeah.
it's just about finding the right thing. Because I know you are, so I've always been a little bit on the indie and um, not art house, but definitely like non-commercial side. And you're always trying to pull me into the commercials. But I do feel like with TV series, you can have both.
A good mix of both, yeah.
So, yes.
And I mean,
So we
some
should
great
actually
content is
now.
being made, so
Amazing. And Tanuj is doing Delhi Crime 2, which we're all just
oh,
waiting for.
nice.
I just can't wait for it. I'm such a big fan of Tanuj's work from Punching at the Sun. And he directed Pia Shah, who's in our film.
Oh, really?
I forget the name of the film. I think it's called Grass, actually. And it's hilarious. You have to watch it. So, Pia, I wanted to give a shout out to Pia Shah. It would be so great if we could have like a group Insta Live. I hope they do that soon. And also Adya Bedi, who plays the daughter. So it was a small but stellar cast on
And
Grand
they're
Street Shaving
playing Grand
Company.
Street at 7:30 today, right?
Grand Street is live on youtube.com/Bandra Film Festival to watch whenever you want. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
time
So,
bound.
guys, please watch it.
Yeah. Please watch that. Please watch my second film, Leeches. That's been there for a month now.
Payal Indrani is
Um,
asking you, why are you so handsome?
she's asking me why I am so handsome. It must be genes.
And why are you married, Payal? Why are you married?
Hey, it's my friend Vikram. Hello. Pile gets younger every year. It's creepy. It's
Very
not,
creepy.
I'm not getting younger. I do get a good amount of sleep and I am wearing a slight amount of makeup, I won't lie, because the camera is unforgiving. And Ankur, you're just going darker and darker and darker into this,
Yeah.
getting into the mood for,
Beautiful light.
you'll have
There
to
you
hold
go.
it up like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, if there's no more sort of specific questions, I guess we'll end this because Ankur and I love hanging out.
Yes, but we can hang
Indrani
out
says
without being live also. So that's okay.
exactly. I almost forgot that we're on a
Ankur sir,
live
can I have your
because
angry man face once before signing off? Oh, got it?
is
So
that it?
if
Are you able to do
anyone
it with
has
a
a
serious
request,
face?
Ankur Bhaiya, you will win today match. Mumbai, Indian. Dharmil ji.
Mumbai Indians.
Dharmil is my very good friend.
Okay. Okay, so Ankur and I are going to go off this live and continue to hang out. But you guys, thanks for joining. Stay safe.
And please
Ankur,
watch
keep.
Grand Street Shaving Company on YouTube and on the Bandra Film Festival
Yes.
channel.
Raju Sethi, we are definitely going to hang out with you in New
I'm
York.
meeting Raju once I'm back in New York. He has invited me for dinner.
Okay.
I just
You can
self-invited
maybe
myself.
you can call me and I can say hi to Raju. I would love that. He has been a Film Caravan supporter from the inception, like the very first day.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of what happened in New York with Film Caravan could not have happened without him because he was just incredibly supportive of this, like at that point, small boutique company, which has now become this huge giant in the space, the media
AVS.
space. Yes. You look too handsome in the movie with Shraddha. Yeah, I agree.
Thank
I
you,
think I've loved
Amalia.
all your, by the way, I've loved all your looks in every single film. I find it, there's always something different, which is
Yeah.
exciting.
That's why people don't
And
recognize
it,
me only when they see me in real.
when they see you in person,
Yeah.
that's interesting. But you also have, like, even personally, you do a lot of different looks and,
Yeah, I like doing that.
Yeah.
So it's
So,
good
but
fun.
it's nice in the projects. It's always great to see a different look and a different style of acting. I think not just the same old thing, right? Like I can't even recognize like the character you played, Bunty. Do you wanna talk about Bunty really quickly before we go? Like the last thing, let's just do a little love for Bunty.
Bunty is just like Bunty. I was so new. Bunty was me. It was it was the real me. I didn't act it out. It was just kaise ho sir ji, are haan, that's how I talk. That's how I used to be with friends. So I didn't prepare for Bunty as such. I mean, I did all the drama with the clothes and with the lingo a little bit here and there. But Bunty was very pure and me. I didn't build up Bunty. Bunty was just naturally me. So that
Yeah.
and I connected with Kishan the first time I met with him. So I didn't have to do anything extra. And I think that worked for that film because I remember we were at a festival. You were not there. Pooja was there, and someone from the
Safe.
crowd, yeah, Saif,
Yeah.
during Q&A, they asked if this guy was a real cab driver, and then Pooja invited me to the stage. Um, so it's the honesty that actually helped in the film.
Yes. Yeah. It made the character something completely unique. I think what I had thought of and what you brought to it, the two things, blended to become this. He's so lovable, the Bunty character,
Yeah, and
as
then
I
the
look.
last shot where Bunty and Kishan are sitting and the store is closed and he's
Yeah.
still smoking. So you see like
Yeah.
he is not that well educated to not smoke in front of a old guy. All these things were there in my mind. But I'm still smoking, but still you see there is a loving bond that they've become friends, even though there's a huge age gap, even though uh, he's like talking nonsense most of the time during the day.
Yeah.
It just, I think there could have been a sequel because there was a daughter, and
Bunty wanted
it,
to marry the daughter.
yeah,
Remember?
I know.
Oh, thank you, Harmeet, Dimple, my darling friend who's just logged in. Thank you guys for all the love for the film and for Ankur Bhatia.
Yes, and
And
Arya, yeah, so many people have asked this question. Arya will come before year end this year. We are shooting for it.
before the year end, okay.
Yeah, sometime
Okay,
around September, October. It's an
nice,
Indian superhero.
nice. We
Thank
cannot
you, Dr.
wait.
Saab.
And on that,
Thank you,
on
Indrani.
that note, Indrani, thank you for all the love.
All
So
the
we're
love,
gonna
so much love.
log off now, guys. Take care. Talk to you
Thank you,
soon.
guys. Thank you, Bandra Film Festival.
Bye.
May you rock.